We got like a tremendous growth of 63%. People are asking, what is happening, right? Did they announce something? Did they fly already? No. So first and foremost, it's the overall market. There's one more thing that actually pushing space further up, and this is something that maybe none of you have on your radar, and this is... Let me introduce you to my brand new product, X10 Day Trading. Basically, you are sick and tired of your 9-to-5 jobs like I was, then this is for you. Or you just want to get a little bit of money on the side, a couple of $1,000s per month with day trading, where you don't need to know technical analysis and where you watch only 10 videos to know the strategy that I used to 10x $2,000, yes, in 1 month, and I did it twice. And let me tell you what comes with it: a 30-minute call with me, plus an exclusive group that is coming only with this purchase, plus a second 30-minute call with me a couple of weeks later to see if you're going. So I'm holding your hand, but obviously it's time limited, so 50 people maximum. Get in if you want right now. So what is going on, space investors? Yes, this is maybe one of the most asked questions in my PO box. If you want to text me, the best way is always Instagram, and I will get back to you as soon as I see your message. And most of the messages the last couple of days were all of the same, okay? So you can see here that space absolutely destroying return of investment, right? Specifically, if you invested just a couple of days ago, right? Like, for example, if we are looking into the months, on the 14th of March, we were at $6.76. I don't want to say I predicted it, but I said like it will be $6. Be ready for $6, right? And it seems like at least since then, we got like a tremendous growth of 63% for the stock. Market cap now around $3 billion. And yeah, so people are asking, what is happening, right? Did they announce something? Did they fly already? No, that's just a usual market reaction, because think about it, what happened over the last couple of weeks. We had the war in Ukraine, or still have the war in Ukraine, which is like on the way to talks, some democracy, and some kind of movement to the peace side, hopefully. Then we had the Fed rising rates, right? Also big drama about rising rates, right? But they raised the rates, and then basically the stock market followed the statistic, which is basically going up after rate hikes, okay? So the market pretty much digested the whole thing and said, okay, I think enough is enough, and we just will rebound from here. And this is what happened, okay? So even when you don't have any news and see this kind of increase of 14, 15%, 16, 17% per week, that's something that is usually seen in all of those beat up stock. At some point, the people start rushing back in. And if people ask me, like yesterday in the live stream, they asked me, is this now the bottom? Well, obviously I cannot say, or I don't know, right? We will only know looking back at some point, right? But I can tell you that this was definitely the 52 weeks low, right? With $6.70 here, as you can see. But what is important is what happened on the technical side. I just tell you that you have to wait until Friday, because there will be a very deep dive into the stock chart analysis. And for now, you can see that there's one more thing that actually pushing space further up, and this is something that maybe none of you have on your radar, okay? And this is meme stocks. Remember, space was always in the same kind of universe on Reddit with Wall Street Bets. It was at some point even the most talked stock about in Reddit. So definitely you need to see what is happening in the Reddit universe, what is happening in the meme stock metaverse. Okay, let's have a look. AMC up just for the week 50%, okay? GameStop, GME, up just for the week 40%, right? What is else a meme stock? DWAC. Let's have a look into DWAC. DWAC actually is down, but DWAC is more of a Trump news stock. Bed Bath and Beyond. Also up tremendously, 30%, right? So you can see here that all of those meme stocks are going up as well. So space has actually 3 huge catalysts for the stock price moving forward, or even actually more. But let's talk about the top 3. So first and foremost, it's the overall market, okay? Even when the company does nothing, even the company just do their things in the background, no press releases, no news, nothing, and the market is great or bullish, you will see a recovery of space. And this can, continue, but I still think like due to the tremendous gains over the last week or so, I think we will have a small breather. And if how you know these things is basically what you saw in the very beginning of this video in my stock market X10 day trading group. So check out the link below and join us for an amazing kind of experience where I take you by the hand and you learn day trading and you make a lot of money with me together. So number 1 reason is the stock market bullishness, okay? Because this will drag all the stocks up, including space, or especially space, because the stock market works this way, right? It goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit, goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit, goes up higher, goes down a little bit. So every now and then, when the market really punishes stocks so heavy like space, we see a huge bounce back, and specifically because those technicals are supporting it, people start to see the value in the company at this price. It was never so low, right? At $7, I mean, this is crazy. I have never thought that we will reach this point, but even better for me because I'm dollar cost averaging every time, right? Second, meme stocks. Because the universe of meme stocks is a universe by itself, you cannot explain but seeing a lot of degenerates and apes going all into meme stocks, okay? They don't care what's the company really doing, what's the status, they just stocks goes up, where's my Lambo? And that's why stocks go up. So this is the second factor. The third factor will be actually some company news, okay? We are waiting for those company news. Every now and then we get a little bit of, kind of piece of news, but what is real important is the next earnings, where we get a huge, big update. But what is more important is actually when we will start test flying. I feel like test flights is so connected with the minds of investors of progress that they don't care what's going on in the background, and the thousands of engineers are working on the next spaceship and to enhance the spaceship to fly even more often and so on, to make a fantastic workflow of this company. They just care spaceship go up, stock go up, right? I mean, this is a very simplified version, but you know what I mean. So I think that those are the 3 big factors, but there's even more, okay? I feel like there could be the enhancement of stock or the publicity of space companies with more space news coming up, okay? This could be by the new formed space, kind of supervision by, the vice president that we talked about, or it could be by new movies, right, or series. There's the space, I think it's called Space Force 2, which I need to watch also, which is very funny about space and everything. There's, SpaceX and Blue Origin's next milestones that can push the whole sector. So there's a lot of things that actually can happen. And another thing that I think could also push the stock is actually when we see a kind of short squeeze. So short squeeze could bring the stock back into the media center, and people would remember, oh, there was the stock that was at 50. Well, I take my chances at $20 as they are now flying again to see where the company can bring me, okay? So finally, I want to conclude this video with one more, or even the most important wisdom for all of you. I feel that many are asking, should I buy now? Should I buy later? But I made a fantastic experience, okay? When I invested in Tesla, which was my biggest investment ever, and it rewarded me quite fantastically, I did a three-step thing. I researched the company, and I felt like it is an interesting, well-managed company. I saw the market, electric vehicles, it was growing, it was, the next big thing. And finally, I saw a very nice cult that could go around this company, right? And all of these three things came together and created this monster of return. I see a very similar thing in Virgin Galactic. You have a fantastic company that execute well and that is on the way to have a fantastic product that is not only the cheapest one, but also, executing quite well once they figured out the operational fundamentals. So we are very early, way earlier than I was on Tesla in 2019, 2018, but still, as more room to grow you have, obviously, right? But then you also need to think about the market. I think the space market will be one of the biggest markets ever. When we start to fly more frequently, we will have more research, we will have more satellites, we will start to fly to other planets, and so on and so on. This will all come, if you want or not, if you can imagine or not, it will come, okay? So, and the third thing is the brand, which is obviously Virgin Galactic with Virgin Orbit. These two successful space company will push each other, and I think like the brand, the people behind this company are very, very, very strong statement, okay? So I think that this is a really win-win situation for investors, for people that want to be in something quite cult, meme stock like, or can also invest in very futuristic companies where revenue is very far, but still the way to the revenue, the way to profitability, the way to becoming one of the biggest space companies is how you grow capital. And I do just a very simple thing. I just invest every single month because I cannot predict it. I couldn't predict it, and I predicted it wrong, saying like, oh, now I think the next stop for Virgin Galactic is after 50 we will reach 75, but there was some kind of things that the market didn't like. The market also cannot go up forever, and so on and so forth. So the safest thing is just invest every single month, and you will have for sure guaranteed the best ever price that you can get over a long period of time.